ones that doubted me. Gotta lose. I want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion.
Flag on the play.
Yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like who play in the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. I'm in the field like a panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack.
Now, the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears. This will make it into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now it's Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down, and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Haskins on 3rd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Dallas Goedert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's caught on the sideline. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Now, 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
Formation for the Browns.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Haskins. And now he'll tuck. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job 1 paramount, because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. This is Jones. He's to the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Now Burrow. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And on the money, it's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Bears.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Bears 14, Browns 6. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
To second and goal.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Michelle going to try again. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third.
It's a loss of 8. Makes it third and goal.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. Bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. On the return is Hines. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Hines on the return. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On second down, it's Jones. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Browns on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. LaVisca Chenault, 78 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
13. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the...
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. So nice number one. Bring it.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Looking deep down. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Duke Johnson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. It oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return is Hines. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Hines is on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity. But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 2nd and 10 now, Burrow. That's complete to John Ross. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. It's a big play there for the Browns. 43 yards.
Browns.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Screen play, Johnson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it with Samuels. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. to throw again. Haskins throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Haskins, and that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Dean Lowry, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
It's 2nd down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Set to kick off.
Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Now Haskins to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Check.
Operating from the gun. Haskins going to throw right side here, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first down, it's Haskins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Haskins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Free safety, Clinton Dix, the man to make the play there on the defensive side.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Haskins. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They go to Johnson again. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this carries into the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the... Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, Bears.
So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bears 38, Browns 13. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. On the return is Hines. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
To number 12,
D.D. Westbrook, 77 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They go quickly here out to Moore. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to DJ Moore. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. On the ground is Michel. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
26, Sony.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Third and 2, now Haskins. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate. Their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up.
Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Browns 20.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow looking long for Westbrook. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Haskins. He's going to go for a big. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
On the return is Hines. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Malcolm Butler dialed the corner blitz and earned the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. John Ross, 89 yards. And the Browns get a score closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Johnson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
From the gun, Haskins. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
That's another Bears 1st down.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tajay Sharp, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead.
For the point after.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they open the lead up now to 25. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return is Hines. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
At the 14-yard line.
Now Haskins on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Haskins going to try to throw it and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
On the return is Hines. Breaks a tackle. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
The ball carrier.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
It's a gain.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base.
First down, Cleveland.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to go down as time has now run out